boys soccer team, Pete Lambert. Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Hey, Dave. Doing great. Thanks for having me on. Appreciate it.
We've been talking so much football, I almost referred to you as Jack Lambert.
Yeah, it's funny. Growing up, I always told people he was my uncle.
There you go. I don't know if our younger listeners know who he is, but anyway, let's talk some real football here, if you will. Some soccer. What's going on with your boys, man? You're off to a hot start.
Yeah, we are. We're off to a good start. We're off. We're 3-0 right now. We started the way we had hoped, the way we had planned and trained all summer. I got to tell you though, they're just a great group of guys. They're committed. They work hard. We've been after it, since getting beat last fall by Lambert. Our returning core players have been focused and just ready to make another run at it. And right now, so far, 3-0 with 2 really big wins over Absegami and the Prep, and 3 shutouts is actually more important. That's what we're more concerned about, keeping the ball out of the net.
Talk a little bit about the game Tuesday night. I was out there checking you guys out against St. Augustine. Great atmosphere. I mean, the stands were filled. It almost had a little bit of a playoff atmosphere here early in the season, and had to feel great to get a win over those guys. I know that's some of your best competition in the Cal American, and I know your boys were pretty fired up after that win.
Yeah, absolutely. Being only the second game of the season to have the Prep come to our place, the boys were jacked up, they were amped up. We had a great crowd. The bleachers, the stadium was filled. They were loud. So how can you not get up for a game like that? A night game against the Prep. The Prep has had our number the past couple of years. But the boys, 2 games in, they were ready. They were ready, and St. Augustine has a great team. I thought they played really well. I thought our boys matched them and played a little bit tougher. And, we got a phenomenal goal by Enrique early in the first half. Our senior captain, the 2-year captain, just came up big. Right in his wheelhouse. That's his range, about 20 yards out. He set it up. We knew exactly who was taking it. Not really sure where he was going to put it, but he just bent that around the wall and near post. And we've been watching it over and over again. It's a great goal. And then our defense and our goalie Matt Moreno dug in to keep the shutout. And we'll take it. We'll take it. Unfortunately, it wasn't a conference game. I didn't tell the boys that. The way it is, we play 5 teams twice, and one of the 2 games will count towards the conference. So we have our work cut out for us. We have to stay focused, and then when we see the Prep again at their place, it'll actually have some more meaning to it. But the boys were fired up. I mean, they were excited. The fans were great. So we'll take it. 1-0 win against the Prep, and we rebounded well at Bridgeton to keep another shutout. And now our focus is on mainland next Friday night at home.
Talking with Pete Lambert, head boys soccer coach over there at Egg Harbor Township. Coach, talk a little bit about, I know you mentioned him a few minutes ago, Enrique Fialos, your senior captain. I mean, this kid is money on free kicks from 25 yards in. You got to feel bad about some of these keepers. I mean, they're making leaping attempts at saves, and they're not even close because this kid is just so accurate.
He is. We call him Big Poppy because he comes up big in big occasions. And, to go to Absegami the first game of the year, same thing. The wall was set. He bent it around the wall. That day he went far post. We thought the Prep may have scouted or watched a little video, so it looked like a keeper, Tuesday night set up for the far post, far bar, and Enrique just fooled him and went near. So we get if we get any free kicks in and around 20, 22 yards, it's his call. He'll set the play. We have a couple plays we can run, of which he's a part of all of them. We practice. We continue to practice every day, not just Enrique, but other players as well. As we go later in the season and get scouted more, we have to have other options. So I feel comfortable with set pieces right now, and we'll go back to work on Monday and figure out some more options. But, he's a senior. He's a 4-year varsity player, and he just gets better and better every time he steps on the field. And our team as a whole, that's our goal to improve every time we step on the field. And I feel like 3 games in, the boys have the mindset and the attitude that, good things are going to happen this year if we continue to work hard and, work hard for 80 minutes. And these guys, they do. I mean, there's no doubt about it. This is probably one of the best teams I've been a part of in my 8 years at Egg Harbor Township. And the boys are great. They're coachable, they're excited, and they're committed. And Enrique is a big part of that.
Now in soccer, the guys who score the goals obviously tend to grab the headlines, and I think defense gets overlooked a lot, and particularly with your squad, the DeSoy boys, Robert and Alex, and Amir Brock back there on the back line. Talk about them a little bit and how important they've been early in the season. I mean, they really frustrated the heck out of the prep, which has some really good strikers, some guys who can break free and make a lot of things happen, and they were bottled up all night.
Yeah, absolutely. Those guys, I mean, we don't win games without them. Those guys in the back and Moreno in goal. I mean, the Soy twins have been a part of our program since the freshman year. Robert actually transitioned from right flank or right midfield to the back. He actually volunteered to play in the back this year. Amir came up from JV this year and is our starting center back. And Alex on the left is just shut down, and it always has been since his freshman year. So, one intangible we have with those guys in the back is speed. And I think that's what frustrated the prep. They had some speed as well up top and some good strikers. And just when you think you have a step or two on these guys, man, they'll catch you and they'll come out of nowhere. And they're relentless. They're relentless, and they're more excited about shutouts than anyone. So, with those guys in the back, we feel pretty comfortable. We got guys coming off the bench as well with as much speed as those three, like Eric Barnes and some other guys. So these guys in the spring, they run tracks, and I think that benefits their game. They're phenomenal track athletes as well. In fact, those three and Eric are a big part of the 4x4 relay that actually went to nationals in North Carolina. So we have speed. They're tough. They're gritty. And they compete. They compete for 80 minutes. And with Matt Moreno behind them, we feel pretty comfortable in the back. But we have work to do. There's no doubt about it. We have work to do. But those three and Barnes and Moreno and other guys coming off the bench are going to be a big part of, hopefully, a lot of shutouts at EHT this year.
Talking with head coach Pete Lambert of the Egg Harbor Township boys soccer team. Coach, a couple more minutes with you real quick. Wanted to get into the Cape Atlantic League American Conference. What a brutal schedule this year. I mean, you're talking about you guys, prep, Atlantic City's off to a 4-1 start. Then you got Ocean City obviously is one of the top teams in there. Then you got teams like a team you're going to see next week, Mainland, really young squad playing very well. They lost only 1-0 to Ocean City yesterday. You got teams like Absegami, Oakcrest looking to step up and challenge for those top spots. How difficult is it going to be in the Cal American this year?
The Cal American and the Cal Conference overall is tough every year, and the boys realize that. I mean, we don't have an easy game. We wear a target on our back now, EHT. It's been back on the map for a few years now, and we hope to make a run at it this year. But teams like the Prep and teams like Ocean City and Mainland are going to be tough. They all play EHT tough. To open the season at GAMI on the road is really tough. That's one of our bigger rivals. To get out of there with a 2-0 win was great. To rebound against the Prep, next week we have Mainland, and Ocean City is a very good team year after year. We have to go to Oakcrest for a conference game, and they play tough in their home field. So there is no easy game. There is no gimme game. There is no days off. And our boys have bought into that. They realize that every game is as big as the next, and we take it one game at a time. So, the conference, should be interesting this year. Atlantic City is playing phenomenal. They're scoring goals, and they have a really good goalie this year, so they're going to be tough to beat as well. So, the Cal is super competitive. We're excited to be a part of it, to hopefully make a run as well. And stay focused. If we take it one game at a time and we have a good week of training this week, we'll go out and compete with Mainland, and then we'll worry about the next game. So, it is tough. It's a brutal schedule. Once we hit October, we're 2-3 games a week. So if we can stay healthy, stay focused, I think EHT has a very good shot of hopefully bringing home the title this year.
Yeah, I was talking to Ocean City head coach Aaron Bogoshevsky after the game yesterday, and he was telling me, every morning he's rushing to get the paper to see what's going on with these other teams. I mean, do you feel that kind of excitement around boys soccer this year?
Oh, absolutely, Dave. I'll tell you what, and my boys will tell you on the bus ride home from Bridgeton, we were fighting for reception so we could get on Twitter. So we get on Twitter and follow you and try to find some scores. And we found out within about 15 minutes on the bus ride home from Bridgeton that the Prep had to go to overtime to beat Atlantic City. Ocean City beat Mainland 1-0. So, yeah, we're the same way. You know, I'm just a little more aggressive, I guess. I can't wait till the next morning. So we're all over the internet trying to find scores, trying to get updates, trying to see who's playing where, try to scout games where we can. You know, so it's fun. It's really exciting. The boys are excited, you know, and I feel they're the same way as me. They want to know, you know, who's playing who. They want to know who's scoring. These guys all know each other. They all play together. So it is fun. It does make it interesting. So, yes, we definitely, there's no doubt about it. I'm always looking for scores.
I'm definitely fired up, too. I mean, October is going to be a great month for boys soccer in the area. Coach, thanks for taking a few minutes with us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good luck the rest of the way.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Take care.
That was Coach Pete Lambert of the Egg Harbor Township boys soccer team.